one of the most like fundamental sweeps in jiu-jitsu. I learned this at white belt, but probably didn't start utilizing it until like later in blue belt, purple belt. Because even though the move can seem simple and fundamental, it's really about the timing and learning when you get the timing down, okay? We've been talking about our chokes recently, right? So maybe I can't get in a really deep grip, but I can get in this like nice shallow control here. So I'm just really aiming to bring my knuckles to the collarbone, okay? Then I'm gonna go ahead and get my sleeve grip. Now here I can start opening up. But if I have a collar and sleeve, and there's lots of things you can do here in like an open guard standpoint, I want to really make sure that I'm using these grips to break his posture. I don't want to just let him posture up and I open up my guard, right? So I really want to still control. So when I open, I'm going to place a foot in the mat, I'm going to shift to my hip, and I'm going to bring my knee shield in, okay? So I'm still like pulling Eric to me as I'm attaching my shin to his chest at a diagonal. Okay, we're staying connected and there's tension. I'm then gonna drop this leg right on the mat, okay? So I want my knee pit, right, the back of my knee to like connect to his knee, okay? So it's just kind of like wrapped around it. I've got my leg on the mat and I really wanna stay on my hip. So when I feel Eric come forward, if he does, what happens here is sometimes people wanna come forward to start pressuring into the knee shield. They might think it's weak, right? They want to start passing. So if he's doing that, he's giving me the timing and he's lifting his butt off his heels, which is what I want. It's going to be really hard to sweep him if he's anchored into his butt, right? That's a really good base. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab the sleeve, right? I'm still staying connected. I've got nice tension. I'm going to pull his arm back by pulling my elbow all the way back. And then I'm going to look behind me. Okay, where the head goes, the body follows. So I want to look all the way behind. So I'm like starting a lawnmower, right? And then I want to look behind me. So my partner is going to be a good partner and they're going to help me with the timing of this and they're going to come forward. I'll talk about 2 other modifications we can do if they don't. So if Eric comes forward, when he does that, this is where the scissor action is going to come into play as I pull. I'm going to swipe the bottom leg and I'm going to kick the knee shield leg. Okay, just like I'm scissoring my legs, right? We really want to use the bottom leg. I don't want to forget about this. It's not just a block, it's swiping. In noon class, I was talking about maximum swipage, right? So we want maximum swipage with the bottom leg as I pull back. So as Eric comes forward, I'm going to pull and come right up. See how I looked all the way behind me so that I could get that nice rotation? I want to keep these grips, right? I can start isolating, going for arm bars, right? I can start taking the back and aim a triple attack. I can go for collar chokes, but if anything, I at least want to stabilize them out, okay? Tuck the toes under the butt, get my points, all that good stuff. Maintain control. So, if we look at that one more time, okay? We're here, I've got this control. I decide to start opening, but I'm keeping my elbows in, right? I want these nice grips in to control his posture. Foot on the mat, I shift to my hip. I bring my shin in at a diagonal, drop the other leg. If I feel Eric come forward, that's my signal, okay? That's when I have to move. I'm gonna feel him shift. You can tell your partner, okay, I'm in my position, I'm ready, come forward, and that'll help you program the timing. So as I'm here, right, let's say Eric doesn't want to come forward. He knows, right, he's gonna settle in his base. So I can force this a little bit. So how I'm gonna do that is I need to give him a push. If I give him a push with my shin, he's gonna wanna come back, right? So usually when I push, he's gonna push and come in and load. I can't just like rely on that. So what I like to do is I'm gonna push and like bring him up. See how I kind of like scooch my hips underneath a little bit? Then when I have him in that position, right away I'm gonna pull back, swipe, and come up, okay? Trying to do that as quick as I can. So that's kind of forcing it. I'm probing him, right? I'm baiting him to come forward a little bit more by pushing with my knee shield and my shin. Another option that could be a little challenging, right? If he's got a really, really good base, or if my legs are too long or too short, I can make a little bit of space. So I'm gonna do a nice back extension and I'm gonna bring my foot, my heel actually, right on the inside of his knee, okay? I'm gonna open up his base. I'm gonna pull, look behind me. I still flick with that top leg, and I come up with my hips, right? Getting into this nice position. So just one more time in that, with that option. Okay, we're here, boom, I'm getting to my position. Maybe Eric's got a really good base, he's hunkered down. I'm still staying connected. I extend back, bring my heel in, I'm gonna kick out and come up. Okay, just like that. I wanna do it kind of quickly. Once I take the leg out of the table, from underneath the table, I've gotta follow up and come up. Remember, elbow up, look behind, just like that. Maximum swipe it, okay? You guys ready? 1, 2, 3.